It's a great day for reading and celebrating a birthday. Hello and welcome to Checked Out. We're broadcasting from Euclid Public Library in beautiful Euclid, Ohio. I'm Jean Robinson, Multimedia and Communications Specialist.
And I'm Mike Stein, Assistant Manager of Adult Services. We talk about our favorite books, movies, services, and events with our favorite people in our favorite community. Each podcast will feature a theme. Today, we're talking about EPL's DiamondFest, which is the 90th anniversary celebration for Euclid Public Library coming up Saturday, August 9th. Joining us with some of the details of the program are DiamondFest committee members Phyllis Thornton and Asia Ross, along with my co-host Jean Robinson. We want to know right off the bat, what is DiamondFest?
DiamondFest is, as you already mentioned, it's going to be an amazing time because Euclid Public Library will be celebrating its 90th birthday. 90 years that this wonderful library has been serving the Euclid community, and we're going to celebrate with the community itself.
A good thing to remember is that Euclid Public Library hasn't hosted a festival before in those 90 years. So this is a brand new event for everyone, a bit of a historic milestone as well.
It's going to be a good time. I'm excited. What about you, Phyllis?
I'm very excited. We put a lot of work into this. I want to just thank the whole staff for that. It's going to be great.
And it's going to be Saturday, August 9th at Sims Park and Hen Mansion. So we got a pretty nice location for it. It starts at 11, goes till 4 o'clock. What can people expect to see and do at this event?
The family-friendly section of the festival will be from 11 to about 4 p.m. Starting at 5 p.m. up until 7 p.m. It's going to be more geared towards the adults, more things for them to do. You know, if you want to go drop your kids off at home or with the babysitter, you guys can come right on back to the festival and celebrate with just you, because it is an all ages event, and we want to definitely cater to all ages. And then we're going to separate those ages if needed too. So that's pretty cool, I thought.
It is, and we're going to have a lot of food because we do have the food trucks. And as Asia said, we're trying to cater to all ages, so we will be utilizing the Hen Mansion for our seniors, which we will have an author there and different games and different activities going on that will also cater to our seniors.
What else for kids in the kids portion of it is going to be happening?
The kid part of the activities is called Sparkle Park, and it will be in an outdoor area at Sims with a lot of activities for children and families, such as balloon twisting, bounce houses, a photo booth. There will be a DJ playing music and music games, a foam party, a healthy jumping challenge. And we'll have a spectacular bubble show by Dr. You Are Awesome, who is the 11-time Guinness World Record holder in bubbleology.
That's the children activities, but we also have the marketplace, which will be catering to our business owners here in Euclid.
Yes, it will be an art marketplace called a gem of a marketplace. We're getting off of all the diamond terms for this, and a local art and crafts people will be available to sell their works, and we will also feature a variety of local literacy groups if you would like to learn more about what they do.
Well, that certainly sounds like something for everyone, and we have you three as well as two others on the planning committee, I believe. What goes into planning an event like this?
Because there's so much that have to go into it, because we did have to meet with the city, go over planning, lots of ways of trying to get funding to make sure that all the activities and everything we have is funded properly. It was a lot. Jean, you can add more onto that, because I know you guys met with the city a lot.
Yes, and we are thrilled to bits that the city is very excited about us hosting this festival, and they are eager to work with us as a partner on this. Yeah, there's a lot of bits and pieces to it. You have to figure out the activities and where to put them, and you have to look into liability stuff and see if you can get contracts and you have a budget to deal with, of course. Of course, we're still looking for businesses that would like to sponsor the festival. So if you are out there, please give us a call. We could use financial support. It's been quite an education because this is our first time creating a festival. So we're kind of learning as we go, and I think we got a pretty good vibe on this now.
If anybody wants to help sponsor or something like that, they just call the library. Is there anybody talk to one of you guys? Who do they contact and how?
If there's a business that would like to be a sponsor, they should call the library and ask for Courtney Barnes. If there are any artists that would like to set up a tent and sell their work, they can contact us about that as well.
There's a PDF form. It's a digital form that they can fill out as well.
Is that on our website?
It will be soon. We are working very hard to get a section of the Euclid Public Library's website up and running strictly for the DiamondFest event because we want people to have all the information they need.
They can access the festival website through euclidlibrary.org once it's up and running, which should be soon.
Mm-hmm.
As you said earlier, this is the first time the library is putting together an event like this. We've had plenty of things at our own location or like a booth at the East 200 Stroll, but this is the first festival we're trying to put together. Why try to celebrate this with a festival this time around?
Oh, I was going to say, why celebrate with a festival? Because it's a big deal. We're going to celebrate with everyone that makes this library so special and important. We serve so many people in the city of Euclid and the neighboring communities as well. So we want to help them realize that none of this would have been possible without them. So a large festival celebration is the best way to do it.
And we feel a festival is a good way to celebrate because it's something that people of all ages can go to together. It isn't something that's just for kids or just for adults. We very carefully plan activities for everybody, and it's free. So why not? It's summer. It'll be nice outside. It's a good time to celebrate the library.
Right.
We love free.
And it's the 90th year of the library, so that kind of ties in with the name. Tell us, why is it named DiamondFest?
A diamond is the anniversary jewel for the 90th. And who doesn't like diamonds? Come on. They sparkle and they look special and everything. So we themed everything at the festival with diamond names, like Hen Mansion will be the Diamond Den. Sims Park, the children's area, is called Sparkle Park, which kind of goes back to, we used to have a sparkle room in the library years ago. And the area, the big tent behind Hen, which is where the evening activities will be, is called the Carrot Club.
And in that tent, it's going to be a big band that evening called The Bottom Line, which has played all around Cleveland and nationwide for the last 20 or so years. They play jazz, pop, soul music, got food and beer and library trivia games. Do you have any questions lined up yet for the trivia games?
You want to take that on, Mike?
So the answer is no, we don't have any to throw out there for people right now.
We are working
give
on
an example.
But we should have some available, of course.
Well, we have plenty of librarians that can help.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away.
They're not giving the answers.
That's how we give
out.
a taste. Throw out a trivia question, see if any of us know the answer.
Yeah, well, we have time to do that. But the main thing is the evening will be the birthday bash. So it's a time for adults to get together. There will be beer, there will be food trucks, and we'll have this live band, and recently, I believe the Bottom Line was one of the acts at the Bootsy Collins event that was held here a few years back. They're very good. They're very entertaining. And there'll be some games people can play while they listen to the music. If they don't feel like dancing, they can do other things while they enjoy the evening. But it should be a lot of fun. And of course, they might win a prize at the trivia contest that will take place during the band breaks.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, this is Saturday, August 9th, up at Sims Park in Hen Mansion. Here's a trivia question. How many directors has Euclid Public Library had in its 90 years?
That's a good one. I'd say 6.
I think you're right, Phyllis. 6. Is that our consensus answer?
Yeah,
I'll go with
that's what
that.
I said.
So there's an example of the kind of trivia questions you can expect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Phyllis, you win a prize.
Thank you, Mike.
So what have you all learned with trying to create an event like this?
Well, I've learned that it takes a lot of work. It takes a team. Because if it wasn't for the team, we would probably be lost. But I do think just everybody working together as a team, just coming up with ideas of what would be fun for our community.
Collaboration, it is very important, just like even if you're just listening or just trying to hear what people have to say, because sometimes people are afraid to say, like, hey, I think this would be a good idea. Hey, I think that would be a good idea. That's just as important as people offering ideas. The city of Euclid, really came through and offered us some great advice because they've held festivals before, whether they were at this magnitude or not. They were willing to sit down with us with a full-blown meeting and just, offer information, and they're always available if we have more additional questions. So that's been nice too.
Yes, it was nice to sit with the mayor and her team to go over, the rules and regulations, because they are city planners and they do know, what is needed to plan an event of this size for the city.
I found that it helps to plan early, give yourself plenty of time in case there are some unexpected changes in the plans, and to do research. It helped me to visit a lot of other festivals and see how they do it and to get some ideas that way.
That was good, because Jean, you have been at several events that have happened so far this year.
Yes.
To show us pictures of how these events were, the results of them, rather, once they showed them, and just great ideas all over Ohio.
DiamondFest, EPL at 90, it'll be Saturday, August 9th at Sims Park in Hen Mansion. The daytime portion, which is more family-oriented, is 11 to 4. And then in the evening, there's going to be a band, 5 to 7 p.m. with food trucks and beer, trivia questions, all kinds of things up there. Anything else you want everybody to know before we finish up?
Come and have a good time. We're looking forward to it. I'm excited because time is moving so fast. So I know it'll be here before we know it.
Make plans to attend because this is a one-time event and you want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be here for the 180th celebration.
None of us will.
All right, well, everybody, thanks for joining us and putting together this great event. It's going to be something to look forward to Saturday, August 9th up at Sims Park, EPL's DiamondFest.
Now it's time for the library news you cannot use.
Remember, do not try to repeat any of this news in any fashion because it will lead to great failure. Gene, you never know what you'll find in the library, even at Harvard University. Recently, workers there discovered a 700-year-old original copy of the Magna Carta, the document that established the liberties granted by England's King John in 1215. It is the foundation for individual rights in Anglo-American jurisprudence. Well, according to HarvardMagazine.com, the university's copy of the document had been on display for years after the university had acquired it, along with other documents at auction nearly 80 years ago, with library staff thinking it was merely a copy. However, King's College London medieval professor David Carpenter was poking around Harvard's digital collection when he discovered the university's Magna Carta was most likely an original that dated to 1300, a Magna Carta confirmation issued by King Edward. Considering a 1297 version, one of only 6 other known originals, sold in 2017 for $21.3 million, it was quite a find. If any researchers out there discover anything similar at Euclid Public Library, please let us know ASAP.
Ooh, we could use $21 million. Maybe you didn't know, but there is a Cleveland in Tennessee, a Poland and a Moscow in Ohio, and a Georgia in the United States and Europe. And now you know there is a Norfolk in both England and Connecticut, thanks to a library book that was returned to the wrong Norfolk library not long ago. According to thehour.com, the Norfolk Library in Connecticut recently received a return book from the Swaffham Library in Norfolk, England, which is a good 3,000 miles across the pond. Library Director Ann Hafmeyer said the book was returned to their book drop, so they don't know how the book made it across the Atlantic Ocean. The book did make its way back home when a visitor from Norfolk, England, made their way to the Norfolk, Connecticut Library and agreed to take the book home.
And that's the library news you cannot use. Thanks for listening to Checked Out. You can learn more about Euclid Public Library and about EPL DiamondFest by going to our website, euclidlibrary.org.